Welcome to this training video. My name is Vera and I'm co-founder of Holistica. Today I will show you my favorite practice. It's a unique blend of all the different styles that I learned and that we teach here. Besides some classic yin yoga, somatic intuitive movements, we will work of course with the massage balls. And also I'll show you some special dynamic fascia release techniques. All of these different movement forms have the same target. It's the fascia tissue, the connective tissue. And we will explain you in our trainings, courses, of course, everything about fascia and how it is related to trauma, why so many people in yin yoga classes start crying. It's quite complex. For now, it's enough to know that there's different ways of working on the fascia. The fascia loves a variety of movement forms. So we have the passive yin yoga, for example, where we really need to stay 3 minutes completely in stillness for the fascia to be released. But we also have other fascia receptors that react or respond to other forms of movement, like compression, pressure that we do with the balls, or shaking, bouncing, swinging. So you are warned. Just don't be surprised if things come up, if emotions come up, especially when we work on the psoas, on the glutes, all around the hips. Yes, take your time, you will see it also in my face. It really goes deep. Important is to keep the deep breath going, diaphragm breath, belly breath. And one key is also to really stay present with the sensation. So really neutrally observing, witnessing what is going on in the body. What is the massage ball doing to you? Is it pulling? Is it burning? What's exactly the sensation that you feel? So if you have these three things together, the movement or deep stretching pose, the deep breath, and your consciousness, your awareness, you will work deeper than just on a physical surface level, okay? But don't be afraid. The beauty about this practice is that it's safe because it's slow and we're not really forcing the body to do anything. The body will only bring emotions up that it's ready to handle, that you are able to process, unlike other hammer methods that are out there. In regards of that, it's just important that you really don't push yourself too much. No stinging pain ever, of course, but also if you feel you can't really relax or your breath is not flowing, you just feel overwhelmed with whatever is coming up, then of course always take a break, back off, make it easier to pose, use more props to make it softer. You can always put a blanket over the balls to make it softer as well. Alright, so for this class you will need a ball, obviously. Tennis ball, can be also golf ball, or if you have a classic myofascial release ball that you can order online, not too big ideally. Have a pillow or bolster ready, can also be a block with a blanket on top, and something for your knees. A blanket also is fine. We will start with progressive muscle relaxation. This is a technique that will help your body to fully relax and let go of any unconsciously held muscles. But the key here is to really drop like a stone when I say drop, and then stay in stillness for at least 30 seconds. So really don't move. Otherwise it doesn't really work. If you feel like you had to move, then just do it again. We gotta really activate the muscles So find a comfortable spot on your mat where you can really drop. Maybe you want to put something under your head if you're scared, but don't worry, it's not gonna hurt. Feel really free to fully drop heavily on the floor. Let's do this. Maybe you want to take the biggest inhale and exhale you took all day and activate your core muscles. Really press the lower spine into the floor, and with the inhale, lift your legs, lift your arms, build a fist, pull the toes towards you, chin towards the chest, lift the shoulders, keep breathing, hold it, activate all the muscles in your body, a little bit more, and drop to the floor. Keep breathing here, creating more and more space in your body. You have more space to breathe. It is safe to relax. It is safe to do nothing. It is safe to feel and just be here. At some point you can slowly take your right leg to the chest, grabbing the shin, the shoulders. Stay relaxed on the floor. If you want, you can mobilize the hip here a little bit, rolling the leg inwards, outwards, finding your own tension spots. And at some point, this right knee lands on the left side. It's more important to keep the right shoulder here on the floor in this twist. You can always put something under your knee if you want. Maybe helping with the left hand to pull this leg downwards. Check in with your neck. How do you want to put your head so that it feels comfortable? You can look towards your right arm maybe. With the next inhale, slowly rolling back up. Releasing that leg, rolling it out again if you feel a little bit of tightness. Intuitively moving here. And we go into half happy baby. The classic way is to have the leg in 90 degrees angle, the sole of the foot facing upwards parallel to the ceiling, holding the foot with your hand on the outside. The arm stays inside of the leg. If you want to play around here in this position as well, you could move the leg a bit more outwards, even trying maybe to stretch it very carefully, very slowly, while you are trying to relax the rest of the body. This is key here. This is very important. Breath is flowing. Slowly releasing here in your own time, in your own way. My body intuitively always goes into some movements after yin poses. Just let the body take over here. Maybe some windshield wipers with the knees falling outwards from side to side. If you want, you can always take a break in between the poses. Coming back to, kind of neutral state. Letting the body process this intense pose. At some point, gently waking yourself up, maybe rolling the feet, shaking a little bit the legs, and switching the sides. First, really pull the left thigh close with each exhale, creating more and more stretch. Very slowly, mindfully moving the leg here inside, outside. Where do you want to create more space, mobilize? This will help you also in the yin pose. If you practice yin in a very classic way, you do it without a warm-up, so cold muscles. Only then you really target the fascia tissues, the connective tissues. Using maybe the exhale to come into your twist on this side, adjusting the hip, aligning the hip to the shoulders. See if you can keep the left shoulder on the ground. You will also notice that the position of your arm really changes the whole stretch. So the arm can be 90 degrees, or maybe you want to stretch it higher behind your head. Observe what happens then in your body if you have these micro movements at the beginning. Scanning your whole body, where can you relax a bit more? Transitioning in your own time to half happy baby. Lots of yawning, coughing happening. Yawning, sighing, coughing, and obviously tears. Any kind of primal sounds that really come from the gut is a sign of release. Something is happening. Always just encourage you to allow the body this expression. So, tuning in to the sensations. If maybe you feel some intense sensation somewhere, how would these sensations express themselves? Give them a voice, really using your own voice to express. Very consciously moving out, always staying in the body. No fast movements. Yeah, also these kind of twitches, muscle activations. Can come from the body. Just let it happen. But you can also help with some of your own muscle activations to release afterwards a little bit more. And we're gonna stay a moment in this rebound. This is where the magic is happening. Whenever you feel a bit more like yourself again, start a little reactivation, stretching. This is your practice, really enjoy. This is the time where your body is in charge. Find a way to come into a seated position, maybe rolling ball. Bringing the soles of your feet together. You can hold the feet like a book, maybe some pressure on the inside with your thumbs, and then let the knees fly. Can be soft slowly, or if you're very flexible here, maybe you want to do faster, while always pulling yourself forward, keeping the chest open, the spine quite long. Now I do a little flow here with the spine rounding and then opening again with the inhale, pulling myself forward. Only if it feels good for you. This is also kind of intuitive movements. I always say I just give inspirations to move. The master is inside of you. The whole goal is to bring you inwards and to reconnect you with that master. So again, windshield wipers, really twisting here with the spine. Staying on your fingertips. To the other side, so you can lift the other hip while pulling yourself over to the other side. And we will use the balls now on the glutes. This is one of the probably most uncomfortable spots for people. Start with one side, feet on the ground, hand on the floor, so that you can roll yourself a little bit around first. But very important to roll super slowly, so that you can really feel what's going on. And then once you found the sweet spot, that's when you're like, oh my god, you can see it in my face. You want to stay there. Stay in stillness. Deep belly breath. You can also make your position more comfortable, maybe resting on the arms, but you will probably lose some of the pressure, of course, because the weight is not fully on the ball anymore. So keep your awareness with the sensations. Once you feel there was a kind of a release, you can also slowly move on to the next spot. You're just a millimeter to the side. You can only feel if you either move super slow or you stay on the spot. We know now that passiveness on the balls is more effective, or at least the combination of both. I always like to roll at the beginning and at the end, rolling out the whole area to create more blood flow. And again, feel free to take a break in between, especially if that was intense for you. So for example, great for the nervous system is to rest the head on the knees, hugging your legs. Feel the comfort of your own hands, feeling your own support, while you let the dust settle inside. You're training really resilience here, because you teach yourself this too shall pass. And it feels maybe really uncomfortable for a few moments, but then it will be over. And it's the same in life, no? So, starting on the other side again, the same way. I'm rolling almost too fast here. I also have the tendency to avoid really feeling, like we all do. So finding a spot that feels tense, but that you can still handle. So it's always on the edge, not going all over your limits. If it's a spot where you just can't breathe and you just get more tight in your whole body or in that area, then go to an easier spot, okay? Or put a blanket over the ball, lay down lower, because the body's trying to protect you if it's too much. This is the case for all the methods, also in Yin Yoga. Embracing the uncomfort. Your breath is your most important tool. You will notice how your whole body, your system can let go so much better when you make the exhale longer, when you consciously breathe into the belly. Or some people say like breathing into the area, if you can imagine that the breath is expanding from the belly into the hips. Whenever you have had enough, you roll it out again and find your counter pose, counter movements, and then ideally something to integrate for a moment. I chose child's pose here. Any kind of neutral position. Child pose is, of course, also very famous for its soothing, regulating qualities. Using the inhale to slowly start moving. This tabletop position I always do. Letting the spine flow. Hips towards the heels. And then into the front with the inhale, opening the chest. You can roll over your wrists to mobilize the wrists also. It's very sensual, kind of feminine, but it's also very beneficial for men, of course. We all know this very rigid Indian yoga practices, and I'm very dedicated to have more fluidity, more intuition again in the practice. Intuitive movements are the best thing you can do for the fascia tissue. It's like getting out of bed in the morning. You don't think about that. The body is stretching itself. The body knows what it needs. At some point we land in this cobra variation to unlock the lower back. If this is too much, you can also go lower in things pose, or even lower in kind of a cobra position. Depends really on your flexibility, what feels good for you. Or even just laying your head on the arms, just wiggling the hips from side to side. If you choose to do in cobra, you can really dip the hip bones into the floor, looking all the way over the shoulders to your feet. With the exhale, rounding the spine, you can tuck the toes under and join me for this little mini flow here, bringing the hips to the heels, and with the inhale, flowing forward, opening the chest. With the exhale, really rounding the spine as much as possible, chin towards the chest. Walking maybe the fingertips more forward, stretching in all directions. Think of taking in the whole room, like stretching your body in all possible ways. Landing in puppy pose. The hips are in line with the knees. Forehead or chin on the ground. You can also rest your sides on the floor, or your cheeks on the floor. Just a moment here, and then releasing again. From here, we're gonna bring the right leg outwards. Kneeling on the left leg. Until you find a nice stretch on the inside of the right leg. Sliding the hand along the right leg. Left arm over the ear in a nice bow position, ideally. You can pulsate if you want. At the end of the stretch, pulsate 2-3 times and move freely with the arm at some point. Rotating that shoulder. You see me always kind of bouncing into the positions. This is something, you just have to explore for yourself if that is your thing. Moving back and forward to find that tight spot, maybe. Finding your edge and resting the arms on the floor. You can rest the head here as well. Breathing. Where are you holding? And slowly moving out of this position, changing the sides. Take your time always to get into the position. Getting comfortable. exploring, going back and forward. Where is your own personal stretch today? And slowly sliding it along the leg. There's no weight on that leg. You're not putting weight with your hand on a leg. And you can see me here spiraling again with the whole upper body, with the hand. Some pulsations at the end of the stretch. Yeah, imagine you're just getting out of bed. Open up in all directions. Mobilizing the shoulder. And surrendering at some point. Do you want to have your hands more towards the feet to have an extra stretch in the right side? Or maybe it feels better if the arms, the hands are in the front. Is there any muscles active that you don't really need here in this position? Observing how the tissues are melting. The inner leg is melting. Using again the power of your inhale to activate the body. We're gonna sit on our heels, toes tucked under, interlacing the fingers behind the head, opening the chest, pulling the elbows back, and with the exhale, chin towards the chest, rounding inwards. There's a deep neck stretch, reaching the whole back line of the fascia that runs from the toes over the legs, the back, the neck, all the way to the eyebrows. And having the whole upper body joining the party. It is really a little bit like dancing. It's an expression really of the soul of the body, of your needs. To release the feet, roll them out, shake them out. And we go into the counter position, so top of the feet on the ground. You can also sit a little bit in between the heels. And if you're flexible, maybe lifting the knees. The point is just to stretch the part, especially where leg and feet is meeting. Any free movements are always super welcome. It's one of my favorites, this crisscross of the arms, flying really heavily, rolling the neck maybe. Shaking is always good, especially the feet. The ankles hold so much and we never really stretch them, so we can always roll them out slowly. From tabletop we move into downward facing dog. Again, optional to have some movements, can be bouncing of the chest towards the floor, rolling the heels from side to side. Coming from head into feeling, from thinking to feeling. Whenever you're ready, step your left foot into the front and we will bounce the hip here up and down. You don't need much force, you don't need much muscles. Very gently at the beginning, and maybe you want to do more. Wait for the right moment and jump, switch the legs in the air. So we're bouncing now the other side. If you don't want to jump, you can always step from downward dog and change the legs in downward dog. If you have some extra energy, feel free to keep jumping. Jumping itself is great for the fascia. And bringing the right knee to the floor, slowly stretching the left leg. Implementing again your own movements, maybe some bouncing or rotating the foot inwards, outwards. Finding your tension spot here in the hamstring. In your time, coming into pigeon pose or swan. Also here, soft movements, wiggling from side to side, to first prepare a little bit the body, awake, opening it up before we go into a yin pose. Taking maybe a pillow, bolster right under your belly ideally, so you have some extra pressure. That's great for the nervous system. Using the exhale to slowly lower down. Getting cozy, you don't have to go all the way down. Maybe you want to stay on your arms, on your forearms. And just make sure the shoulders, the arms are not in the way, they're not holding you in some form out of the position or stopping you from sinking deeper. use always the first 30 seconds to adapt, to really get comfortable. So that you can really stay in the stillness, in that position without moving. If you feel the impulse to move, maybe an itch or another impulse, check in, is it really necessary to move? It can often be a distraction, not wanting to feel whatever is there. The emotions that show up often as sensations in the physical body. So if there's something, name the emotion, name the feeling located in the body. And then slowly coming back up using your hands. Stepping the leg back and shaking the legs out in downward facing dog. With your exhale, bring the right knee towards the right wrist. Make sure the hip is not on the foot, sliding the left foot, the left leg more backwards so you have more space. You can wiggle a little bit from side to side first. For a moment, open again the chest. Feel that stretch in your whole front side before you go down. Level by level. Maybe you want to stay 20 seconds in a level. Waiting until you feel the opening. Waiting until the body allows you to go deeper. So you're always waiting for the body, for the permission, instead of forcing yourself deeper. That's the main difference to any active yoga styles, where you're kind of using force to pull yourself deeper. Here it's not the idea that the deeper you go, the better. Notice also if there's something else in the body going on. Maybe in your belly. Maybe the breath is changing. It's normal with these intense myofascial release practices that you might feel a bit nauseous or dizzy even. You always have the option to get out. Yes, it's about learning how to stay with the uncomfort, but it's really a fine line. You need to find the balance. And it's part of listening to the body to know when it's enough. to know your limits, how much you can handle. Feel free to express whatever you feel inside. Let it out with a sigh. Or just use your voice in any way. You can even voice frustration. Using your inhale to slowly make your way up on your hands, removing your props. Take your time to move your hips back and straighten the right leg into the front. Maybe you want to move here again intuitively, moving back and forth with the hips. Or just going deeper into a stretch. Whatever helps you now to counter the previous pose a little bit. Make sure you do roughly the same that you did on the other side. So if you were in a deeper stretch, come into a deeper stretch here as well for the hamstrings. You could move the toes inward or outward, playing around, finding your tension. You're always welcome to close your eyes, or also keep the eyes open to orient yourself in the space if that feels more safe. Carefully then moving the hip forward. You can move the left knee more forward to step into the front. And just hang out here. If it feels good for your body, you could move the upper body back and forward or from side to side, shake the head. The fascia last is shaking, swinging, really trusting here, dropping into the front, shifting your weight into the front, fully letting go in the neck. You can also grab the elbows. It doesn't have to be as wild as me doing this shaking here. We're gonna use the balls one more time in your waistline. You can use your hand, your thumb to find that waistline, so in between the rib and the hip bone. Bring the ball as close as possible to the spine, and then we're gonna lay on it. So in the waistline, in between rib and hip bone. Yeah, make sure you first don't lay on anything too soft. This will take the pressure away. First level is to have the feet on the ground. If you want more pressure, level 2, bring the left foot onto the right thigh, because in that way you can gently sway from side to side a little bit. And you will notice probably if you drop the left knee more outwards, more towards the floor, you will get more pressure and you can really dig in deeply. Reaching here the backside of the psoas, where this muscle is attaching in the lower spine. Little drama queen muscle that really reacts to stress and fear and long sitting, so that is the reason for a lot of back pain, lower back pain. Create more space in your body through your inhale. Allow anything to come up, whatever emotion, sensation, or memory arises, it's welcome here. Just witness neutrally. To take a break here, remove the ball. You can hug the knees inwards in your own time, whenever you feel the body integrated this experience, processed emotions. You can switch the sides. Same idea, find the same spot on the other side and switch the legs, so the right foot on top of the left thigh. Like always, you can first gently roll. In this case, we roll by just moving the leg more outwards or inwards. Try to really relax, soften as many muscles as possible while you're moving. It's more working with your weight here. And you're welcome to find your sweet spot. If you feel there is somewhere more tension than in the rest of the area, then stay there until ideally it melts a little bit. Important, if it feels safe, use your deep belly breath. And whenever you had enough, coming out of this pose. One more wiggling, stretching, making sure the shoulder blades, the hip bones are equally placed on the floor. Setting the intention for a few minutes to stay in the body, enjoying the effects of this practice. Maybe you can notice now some subtle energy movements. This is your anchor. This focus on the body will keep you out of your head. Imagine you're sinking into the floor, getting heavier and heavier. Really allowing yourself to relax, to just be. Feel free to stay here as long as you want. You can also roll on one side or sit. In any position you might want to put your hands around your arms or on your heart, feeling your own touch, feeling your own support. Feeling the support of the ground underneath you. You are enough. You have enough. You do enough. If it's in your practice, finish with a moment of gratitude for that healthy body, for a full fridge, a cozy home, the simple things. Thank you so much for joining me. I will leave you here. Please rest, meditate, take it really slowly, and drink a lot. We really detoxed the body, the system, so new liquids will come in now. Feel free to send us a message if you have any questions. If something was not clear, yeah, we would love to see you again soon.